That didn't work. Whoops. Fly
Cut
away.
the cameras! Cut the cameras! Cut the cameras!
Yes, pretty much. Okay.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Oh, we're still going. Anyway, thank you for coming to the very, very short funeral of Nellie. It's been
Yep,
fun.
no problem.
Now I need to go find another nether horse, and hopefully
Is
this
there
one
going to be an after party?
hopefully this one survives a little bit longer than one episode.
Try to beat your record.
Yes,
I
I will try.
Anyway, I'm going to go waste all my diamonds on copper.
Yes, please do. I hear there's a very nice copper shop over here, and I forgot when I went
Oh, really?
back.
Where?
Here, this one. This one.
Oh, really?
Yes, this one. See?
This one?
Yes. No, not that way. Not that one. I forgot.
Oh, thanks to the copper mags.
Get back here, you thief.
I got it.
Okay, we're still... Yes, there's still a lot of copper over here. I think I actually got more copper than you. We were talking about this earlier.
Yes. Pay here.
Excellent.
Just checking the
diamonds.
prices.
That's really what I want.
Yeah. I had more diamonds than I had iron. Now.
Yeah,
I should really get an ender
I
chest.
have 9 blocks of diamonds, actually. So,
Oh, nice.
would you like to buy some netherite?
I don't have the money.
Sad.
I would offer you my bow, but it has infinity on it.
I have mending on mine, so I probably just combine it. My bow isn't that... Oh wait, stop.
You have mending on your...
Yes, I'm mending gang. Mending gang all the way.
One inventory slot infinity all the way.
It's still the same amount. If you have 64, if you have 1, it takes the same amount.
Yeah, but I'm a terrible shot.
Ow.
Now I'm
I
not.
don't think you're a terrible shot. You can shot me at point blank. Okay, I
Yeah.
see what you mean.
Yeah, that's because you were standing still. I'm a good shot when it comes to shooting moving,
I don't know why I even went forward.
moving, aggressive mobs.
Well, I probably should get back to my base.
Oh, is there copper at your base?
No. No, there isn't copper at my base.
What if I just... Damn it.
What if you just...
I was gonna push you out of the nether portal with an arrow.
I would not be happy.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do it.
Alright, bye
I feel
Morgan.
like I'm missing something. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, I start this episode on a very sad note. Our horse, Nellie the Nether Horse, has died. It went up in flames, going into the nether, coming out of the nether, and now it's died. And unfortunately, I must say goodbye to it. I've got myself the remains of the horse in my hand, all the ashes from the dead grave, and we're going to meet up with Morgan and say goodbye to Nellie for one last time. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to mourn the loss of Nellie the Nether Horse. We must always use the full name, Nellie the Nether Horse.
Yes.
And today we lay her to rest. If I can
In
figure
the
out
shopping district.
here. We shall put in the ashes, the remains of Nellie.
I'll throw down some carrots.
Carrots, her favourite food was carrots.
Lucky guess.
Lucky guess indeed. And we bury it up and we cry. No, Nellie.
Wait,
Oh,
hold up.
Nellie.
Hold up. We need water buckets.
Nellie, Nellie, where did I put the sign? Nellie, how could you? Do you have the sign do you have my sign?
Yes I do. But here also buckets of tears. Make it look real.
Tears, I'm crying so much. So many tears. So many tears. Let me
They're
just put the
flooding the shopping
sign
district.
that I should actually pick up the bucket of tears because it's really... This is turning into a very funny funeral. There we go. Here lies Nellie the Nether Horse. She survived one episode. And all my tears are down here as well.
Erosion.
Okay, so now that we've done our D's, let's pick her up. And
What are you doing, Mags?
I mean, I don't care about Nellie anymore. She's dead. She said to me. So,
You just sped run the 5 stages of grief, didn't you?
oh yeah. What are the 5 stages of grief?
I don't know.
I
But
think
you
it's,
clearly
denial.
seem to gone past acceptance really quickly.
I mean, doesn't everyone? No? You mean I'm abnormal? What is this?
No, I'm considering if I'm abnormal here.
Well, this is... Maybe I will put Nellie's ashes back in. Should I?
What were you gonna do with them?
I'll probably just turn it into rockets. That way Nellie can speed me on my way in the skies instead of on the ground.
You're a flying magpie, though.
Yes, and I need the rockets to be able to fly. See? Oh wait, I don't have my electric on. See? Ow.
Oh,
I am living up to my name as a flying magpie. I fly very well, obviously.
you look really... Honestly, Minecraft characters look really stupid up in the air. They're just like flopping around for dear life.
Yeah. I mean, with Riptide it's even worse.
Fair enough.
Well, thank you for coming to the very, very short funeral of Nellie the Nether Horse.
Yep.
We must never forget her.
Am I gonna get my carrots back? I mean, you took the ashes.
There we go.
Yay.
Probably shouldn't look in the crafting menu, shouldn't I? Alright.
What?
I clicked in question mark. So it showed me how to craft. It's like, I know how to play. I'm a professional Minecrafter. I think.
Then why aren't you in Hermitcraft?
Because, magpie away. Magpie away! However, after that little jaunt of celebrating or commemorating the life of Nellie the Nether Horse, I've got myself another one. Nellie the Nether Horse 2. I think every now and then I'm going to see how I'm going to go with this. So every time a Nether Horse dies, I'm going to bury it just like I did the first one and go from there. So come on, Nellie the Nether Horse number 2. You are actually better and faster than your predecessor. So thank you very much for coming into my life and giving me the ability to run around in the Nether at high speed. However, our plans for today's episode lie not in the shopping district nor at our base, but they lie in where the spawn island is, and I just need to find it. I think it is these islands over here somewhere. It was 100, 1100 and 100, and there we go, and there's a grave up there. Interesting. But, yeah, so this is the spawn island, and as you can see, it's quite a little bit plain. Someone's actually started mining down here already, although it doesn't look to be overly successful from the looks. Hopefully you can see what that was. So our plans for today involve creating a little bit more of a friendly atmosphere here. So a little bit of a welcome center, a little bit more of a things to get started. So fish and maybe a bit of wood and things. So what we'll do is we'll head back to our base and collect a fair few of the items we're going to need. Deep slate and wood and fish and all sorts of things that over here. So let's get back to the base. So what we need to gather is at least the obsidian so we can make ourselves a nether portal. I've got 50 odd, which should be more than enough to make 2 nether portals, one in the overworld, one in the nether. We do want to get ourselves quite a bit of wood, which I bought it off, what's the name, Morgan recently. I also need deep slate, would be very good as well. And what else? I think one of these things, a stone cutter as well, would be brilliant. What else? I think an ender chest would be a brilliant idea, as well as food. I'll come back for the food, but if I can find an ender pearl, as well as blaze powder, we should be good to go. So we'll gather that stuff up. If we can find the ender pearl, there we go. Make that into an eye of ender, and get ourselves a ender chest. There we go. So 1 ender chest. We need a flint and steel, which is around here somewhere, I'm sure. Man, I really need to clean up this stuff. It's really, really, really messy, as you can see. I'm just having to go through every single chest to try and find things. And it won't be in those 2. There we go, finally. So you can see quite a lot of stuff. So let's finally head back to the shopping district and to the spawn island, and we should be good to go. Right, as best I can tell, this is our spawn point right here. I don't exactly remember it was. I think it might have been 1068 and 136, which would actually place it here. So yeah, it's pretty close to it. So if I mark a 9 by 9 area like so, and make sure that this is not touched by anything, that should be good. So it looks like Lobo's going to try and come to spawn as well, so that would be great. Now, where do we put things? We do want to put not an end portal, we do want to put a nether portal here or something. That should be okay. Then, actually that really helps. Thank you, that is spawn point. Thank you much, Lobo. That actually helps very much to tell me where spawn point is. Let me see, excuse me, Lobo. I need to be able to place... There we go. So that is spawn point. So anyway, we do want to put our end portal over here somewhere. So we will need to test this a little bit, but if we put the end portal here for instance, we should be good to go. Now, I'm just thinking about the layout of where everything should be. So if that is spawn point, or around here is spawn point, and we want that entrance to be that way, over across this little hole, which we'll need to fill up, then I do want a map wall back here as well. So that kind of leaves only really one place for the nether portal, which is right next to the door, I guess. So if we have the nether portal here, let's just make it a standard one. 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4. A minute. Yeah, that's right. 6. And of course, I've gone by 1 block too high. So let's get rid of this and take a note of the coordinates. It is 1074, 138. So down, just marking these down. 1072, 138. So hopefully, if we make a portal, we need to define these by 8 and figure out where it goes in the nether. And of course the portal ended up being here, so we do need to make sure it lines up correctly. So we have 134, which is about here, and then 17, which I think is the other way. So we do need to make sure this is correct, so let's just quickly build up the portal and then we should be good to go. And there we go, there's the outside of this little welcome center built. Now I've left this wall blank for the time being because I intend to put a massive map over here detailing exactly what's going on in this world. So every now and then what I will do in the next few episodes is go around and take maps of everyone's base and stick it up on this map. On this wall, sorry. So what I should do to start with is dump off some of this fish that I'm carrying and start producing those skeleton things. No, what are they called? They're called item frames, actually. So what would be best is if I get a lot of these things and more sticks. Where did I put the wood? There we go. Some more of these. And then 17 item frames. That's not a lot. So I might need to do a lot more sticks and get all this stuff going. Where is it? 4. And this should net me the rest of them. 16 more. And there's even more to go. So let's go. And there we go. 8. That should be enough. So 45. I'm not exactly sure how many are going to go, or if it would be better to have glow frames. So we'll investigate that and come back with the answer. There are a couple more things that we need to do in here to get this thing all ready to go. Firstly is food. Now we're going to put a barrel here with all the cod that we have, or the salmon I should say, that we've got, and hopefully people don't come round here to just take free food, because that was what happened last season and it did mean I had to keep supplying this thing. And my supplies aren't limitless, so we shall see. We do need a sign, which should be too easy to get. Sign. There we go, and Morgan has appeared. What was they doing? Take if you need. And a little bit of investigation with the glow stack inks versus the glow, what do you call them? Glow frames versus the non-glow frames. You can clearly see that if we put the map on this one, it's a lot brighter. But if we put the map here, it's quite dark. So we're definitely going to be using the glow, I keep thinking glow squid frame, but it's glow item frames on these. So, and we're definitely not going to be using that scale, because if we're going to be doing that, it's going to be massively bigger than this wall. So we'll definitely scale this down a little bit. We don't need all the detail, but it would be good to have some detail on the maps. So let's just get rid of those two for now. And we are definitely going to need a lot more item frames. So hopefully, I did talk to Morgan just now, and they are still in the voice chat with me, although I'm deafened. So hopefully they'll be able to get me some more item frames, and we can go from here. So that hopefully won't cause too much lag either. Now the next bit I need to work on is lighting, and I'm not exactly sure how I want to do this. I've got an idea, and I'm not sure it'll work, but the idea is we just make use of the glow berries. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe if we can get in, and then bone meal 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see already that has made a massive difference to the light. I'm not exactly sure. I'm thinking if we put glass and cover it all up, that would be good as well. We might not have enough, or if we're looking at this, we don't actually have any. Now we'll just do a little bit more work here. Of course, I need to get more. But we are doing pretty well. I think the lighting would do pretty well if it was like this. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. And the same with the glow berries. With the bone meal, we keep missing. There we go. And same over here. I think this is working pretty well. That we might not do so well with the lighting like that, but we'll see. So yes, that has made a massive difference to the lighting. It looks a lot better, and it sort of fits into the aesthetic I'm trying to feel, especially over here when we've got the light and the 2 bars here and then so on. It looks pretty good. So with this, we'll probably go down here, and then probably in the corner, and then down here as well, and surrounding the nether portal. So I think that looks pretty good. We just need to get ourselves a lot more bone meal. And a little bit more time has passed, and as you can see, I've put a little bit more decoration on the front. It's probably best viewed actually from outside the little welcome center. And there we go. It's got a couple of trees. Probably is missing one on this side just to make it completely accurate. But overall, it looks pretty good. We've still got the map wall to be finished, and we're going to be doing that mostly off camera, as I said. So overall, I like the look of this thing. We've got the lights all the way to the ground now instead of just stopping one block above. Now this thing, it's almost there. I think it's just missing something in the middle, something to make it look a little bit more pleasing. So I think it should have some, maybe a little bit of a pool inside. Maybe you can put some axolotls or some squid or some fish inside. Yeah, that probably would go well. I do need more than just 4 pieces of glass. So I do have some coal. I do have some cobblestone, so that should be able to make a furnace. And let me see, a furnace there. Put the coal in, put some sand in, and we're good to go. If I can actually place it in the thingamabob. There we go. I just went out and to find some things, and I came back and there was a witch in here, which tells me that somewhere, probably these squares over here, these squares over here are not spawn proof, or they're not lit up well enough. So that tells me as well I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to light this up area just a little bit more, which is ever so slightly annoying. However, if I put glass, I don't think they can spawn on glass, so a little pool over here as I was thinking of. So in fact, why don't we get started on that now? So I'm thinking if we go from here, just go 2 out and then 2 out from here and go to about here. No, let's not go to there, that's a bit too close. What if we went to about here? I think that would work quite well. Now, of course, we don't know what we're going to put in it yet, but we can get started on digging it out and making it ready to go. So let's get started on that now. Looking at that, that's definitely improved the look of this thing. Although I probably will make this thing a little bit more aesthetic. It probably will have a, what do we call it, a stairs going along here, so it looks just a little bit more better. But on this side, we've still got a huge dark patch over here, and I'm not exactly sure how to fix it. The best I can think of is to have item frame or glow thingamabobs, glow berries. So we need a couple more of these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, and where is our stone cutter? I think I've left it over here somewhere to bring it a little bit more down. So stone cutter's there. Stone cutters there into our inventory. Let's see, cut that into 2. And if we go every second one, or something like that, that leaves enough room, I guess, 2, 2. And of course we can't put it there. Right. That was a mistake. Okay, let's cut that out. Cut that out. And I'm sort of glad I'm doing this at night, because it actually means that I can tell exactly where things are. So those things are eventually going to come down unless I can figure out a way to stop them. And the only way, I'm not exactly sure how to stop it actually, because if I do that, that's sort of better. It sort of lights it up, but we need to make sure those things do not grow at all. So if we try, what happens if we put string under it? If I'm honest, that doesn't actually look half bad. With the string there, it should prevent the glowberries from growing any further. So if we put a couple more of these, say here, maybe on the top here, or around if we need to make it grow just a little, stop the light growing just a little bit more, that should go well. But overall, this should prevent and take out most of the spawning areas on this thing. So we're not exactly sure, I'm not exactly sure, but it should do that in theory. So I've left this for now. And in fact, what I will do is start looking at taking some, oak stairs. So if we just slowly replace these things, like so, I probably should use an axe. That should look a little bit better, I think. I'm not exactly sure. Let me do this a little bit more and see what it looks like. And looking at that actually looks very good, I reckon. This little edge, this little trim gives it just a little bit more standing out. What's the term? It just makes it stand out a little bit more. Now the combination of the oak and the jungle, I'm not entirely happy with. It just makes it look a little bit flat, even though the intention of the two is to make it stand out a little bit more, or to give it a little bit of variance. So I might end up breaking some of this with just a random bits here and there, something like this, or some of these stairs like this, if I can find where I put them again. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the way this thing looks. So if we put that back, now the only thing I need to do is clean up and get out of here and leave it like this. Oh, of course, and get the maps, of course, but I'll do that off camera. But that's just about going to do it for me today. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and keep watching out for the next one. Goodbye.